Bears taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 76 yards. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
A strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Locates Mooney on the out route.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. On 1st down, Sykes, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Off play action, Fields.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A stop made defensively by Mike Edwards.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across?
Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a 1st down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time
there he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big...
And now the rookie's free. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 35.
52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw.
And it's caught.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. We are in for a good one as we're through 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Velus Jones
from 3 yards out.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie.
There he goes, right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. All told, It's an even 30 and a first down. Back to throw. Hill. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On second down, here's the option. Still going.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
They will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Well, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lambert.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Knox.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They run the counter. It's Lambert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Off of play action. Hill. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dominique Robinson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Here's Hill. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dominique Robinson. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Scott to return it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He returns the punt 60 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now an option play on second down. There he goes, right side. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 22. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now Hill looking to throw on first. And this ball will be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
From the gun, here's Hill.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hill looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Play fake. Hill. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 7.
Got their defense out.
Throwing again is Hill.
This one complete to Yoshibas.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Hill.
Open man is Yoshibas.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Hill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Hill on 3rd down.
Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Okay, I wish I could say this from experience, but I have talked to people about this. When you've had a big return for a touchdown, the hardest thing to do the rest of the game is to make good decisions, because after you've gotten one, you expect to get another one. In this case, he needed to tamp back the enthusiasm a little bit.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he is caught. Gets past one man. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
He's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bears first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lambert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down now. It's Lambert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Knox. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Velus Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
All right, offense, keep pushing the ball downfield.
Play action. It's Hill.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Knox.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Off the bootleg. Knox. He'll buy some time right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown from 19 yards away.
And the Bears take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far. That's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
They'll run on first down. It's Lambert.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Off the play fake. Knox flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
On second down, it's Lambert. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Here's 3rd and 10.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone. But still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Hill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hill now operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opponent.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dominique Robinson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
And they work this near the 5. They'll be stopped at the 6. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
First down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here into the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Pass them back, boys. Force them back.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check it. Toss him aside, offense. Let's get juice.
On 1st down, Hill. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's good.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, here's Hill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Charlie Jones with an amazing diving catch. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Lambert. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Hill. Being chased out left.
Able to find Jones. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's third down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's first and goal. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
The partner under the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.